it became tradition for me after a basketball game to, or actually not after, before, because, gosh, them games don't let out till 10 or so. Right now, it had went under a renovation under Chastity Tell.
Yes.
The place looks really, really good. There's an awning now, and the floor's got that 50s look to it. And I tell you, it's always had, no matter who is running the place, it's always had that mom-and-pop establishment feel to it. And that's just something you don't find nowadays. Now, in your estimation, because it's a historical significance, and it's got that look and feel, how do you feel going from a little girl, going up to, get your ice cream, to serving little girls wanting ice cream?
Well, it's always been a dream of mine. I've always wanted to run the Dairy Suite. And Chastity and Jason Tell leased it to me for a year, with the option to buy, of course. But they fulfilled my dream by letting me do that. That was something I always wanted to do, and I finally can say I got to do it. And I love it. So,
you love it, I love it, the community loves it. And, with you mentioning Chastity, for those that don't know who we're talking about the current owners, and we're really, my family especially, is very, very tight with Chastity. In mentioning Chastity, I might as well just go ahead and do this. I wasn't thinking about this, but because we're doing the show and since we're talking about Chastity Tell, I think Chastity deserves an online shout-out. So, Chastity, you may not be listening, but if you listen to this in archive, here's your shout-out, your online, you're on shout-out. And Chastity, we love you. Covington loves you. Well, in closing, Becky, we're going to be saddened that you're going to be leaving in July. We've really enjoyed having you take the reins, and surely I know somebody else is going to jump in there. And Lord knows if I didn't love my job so much, I'd probably be next in line because the place means a lot to me too. In fact, if Chastity were listening, she'd probably call in and say, oh, by the way, without me asking, he shoveled the walkway when it snowed, kind of telling on myself on that one. But
she had told me that you had done that.
I guess I had cabin fever, and I just lost it, and I was thinking, I bet if I shoveled the driveway, I'd probably draw people in. So anyway, and people were trying to tell on me. I was trying to sneak in there and do it and get out there, but of course, Covington being a small town, everybody got on their phone. Hey, Chastity, guess what Sean's doing?
Everybody knows what everybody's doing in Covington.
Exactly. I could sneeze and my neighbor would say, bless you. So, but that's what I love about this place.
Right. I was going to say, that's what is so good about Covington. If there's something bad, everybody pitches in and we get through it. If there's something good, everybody celebrates together. So it's a good community.
Exactly. I was thinking back to my good friend Les when his house burned down. Everybody pitched in and got him back on his feet. And Les is just a great guy anyway. And just, gosh, I could just go on and on about this town. And that's what makes me proud of this show is when the introduction's made, from Covington to South Monroe Street. And the Dairy Suite means something to me. The sale barn means something to me. That train that I talk about means something to me. And I know there's a lot of people thinking, Sean, you're crazy. How can a train? But you just don't get it. You got to be small town to get it. And I myself originally am from Tahlequah, but I tell you, I love this place. I love the fact that I can go outside, lay down on the trampoline, and have a better view of the Constellation here as opposed to being in Enid and not being able to see it. Just, you know, I can see the Milky Way out in my backyard. That's how clear it is here, and I absolutely love it. And Becky, I got to ask you, have you been getting visits from foxes by any chance?
From what?
Foxes, packs of foxes. I don't know how you. When it's
no,
more than
I haven't.
One fox.
There's lots in Covington, but no, I haven't seen them at the Dairy Suite, but I do see them going down the street all the time.
They're getting bolder. This morning there was one on my porch. So, Covington residents, beware, the foxes are taking over.
I know both my in-laws and my parents have had them on their porch for years, but they're coming further in. I do know that.
Oh, yeah, they're getting more and more bold.
Yes, they are.
Well, Becky, I loved having you on the show, and I love talking about Dairy Sweet. I could talk on and on about Dairy Sweet and their wonderful ice cream and their great burgers, which, by the way, that double cheeseburger you got for Joni and I today filled us to the hilt. I'm good to go. And the chicken, you guys got to try the chicken salads. Oh, my God. What is it about the chicken again? Do you marinate it or something? Because it's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
No, I don't marinate it. I buy it, and it's just a certain chicken I buy. And
secret chicken, okay.
I just
some
buy
sort of
it.
Secret going on there.
Whenever I started, I liked it, so I thought I'm going to still use it. And as far as the hamburger, I like to use real hamburger, and I won't use any soy on anything. It's all 100%. So.
Oh, I can tell. Trust me, I'm a burger connoisseur, and I can tell. You can tell there's between soy and real. That is very real. And I'm sure the guy that comes through Wichita to get his ice cream probably hears the cows over at the sale bar and saying, oh, that's how they do it. That's how they get it so fresh. So, anyway, Becky, it was great having you on the show. I appreciate having you on. It is getting late. I'm going to bid you a good night so I can put all my radio listeners to bed and finish out this Thunder game. So, Becky, thank you so much for coming on the show and talking about Dairy Sweet, and you have a great evening. And thank you for coming on. You're on.
Thank you to all my customers also.
Oh, God bless them all. And me too, because, I'm a patron myself. So, Becky, you have a great evening. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
And you do the same. Thanks.
Okay, God bless you. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, having great and wonderful people like Becky Reinhardt from Covington come on the show just does my heart good. Now, I'm going to break tradition and leave the studio and see a stupid commercial. You've got to be kidding me, okay? Farmers Insurance, as if. All right, while I'm waiting on this commercial, I have got 6 minutes to spare. So in the process, let me throw this out again. Grandview Doozy, you know who you are. We got 6 minutes, pal. You still want to call and talk. I mean, I know you're living downstairs in your basement, and your fingers are probably too fat to dial the number. Have your mommy do it. She can probably count to 10, maybe, and we'll hash this out. We'll talk about it. We'll have a battle of wits, even though you're unarmed. And if you're a good boy, I'll let you twirl my keychain. I have yet to see you on my board, but I'm waiting. My listeners got better things to do, like listen to my Thunder Reports and listen to the wonderful people that get brought in, not to worry about grammar, how things are spelled, how things are pronounced, how things are said. So that's my last poke. That's my last jab. I'm done with it. So in saying that, let me give a current Thunder Report, and then I'm going to put this one to bed. Okay? Okay, here we go. Oh, now we got a turning point going on. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry that this thing is dragging out the way it is, but I got to tell you, it's been an amazing night. And once again, I have to apologize. My son Brett is at the Chesapeake Arena. He was supposed to give a report, but folks, it is deafeningly loud in there. Even if I was to get through, I doubt he could hear me. So let me give you that Thunder report, and then I'm going to put you all to bed like it should be. We are at the fourth quarter with 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go. It's 99-94 Oklahoma City. Okay? How awesome is that? And, you know, those announcers said, if we win, the next game is this time. No, it's when we win. When we win. Okay? So, everybody, thunder up. All right? And before I go, let's let the words of wisdom be just this. Laugh your heart out. Dance in the rain. Cherish the moment. Live, laugh, love, forgive, and forget. Life is too short to be living with regrets. And saying that, ladies and gentlemen, next week on the 13th, I'm going to have a returning guest, Jeremy Scott, on the show. We're going to talk about Knights of Cherokee County, a movie that yours truly, Sean Stopp, is going to be a part of, playing the evil Chief Davis. And we're going to talk about that and so much more. I'll have an update on the Little Rascals. We'll have an updated Thunder Report. And we'll have that and so much more next week on Blog Talk Radio. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys. Good night. Class is hereby now dismissed.